Atomic Habits, Part 1. Introduction and the Power of Tiny Habits. Hey guys! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because today we're diving deep into Atomic Habits by James Clear, a book that can literally change your life if you let it. And yes, we're talking about small habits that make massive results over time. Let's start with the core idea. Clear calls these atomic habits tiny routines that are so small they seem almost invisible, yet, when stacked day after day, they lead to remarkable, almost magical results. Think of it like planting seeds. You don't see much growth the first few days, but give it time, water it consistently, and it grows into a huge tree. Your habits are exactly like that. The 1% rule. Tiny changes, massive results. Imagine improving just 1% every single day. That's it. Sounds tiny, right? But here's the crazy part. Over a year, those small improvements compound to 37 times better than when you started. That's the power of atomic habits. Clear calls it the aggregation of marginal gains. Example: think about learning a language. You spend 10 minutes daily on vocabulary. 10 minutes may seem negligible, but in 1 year, you'll have learned hundreds of words, enough to start holding conversations. That's the magic of compounding habits. Now, don't confuse this with motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll feel like doing nothing. Atomic habits don't rely on feeling motivated. They rely on systems. The small routines that make success inevitable. Habits shape identity. Here's the twist. Most people try to change habits for goals, like losing 20 pounds or reading 20 books a year. But Clear emphasizes identity-based habits. Outcome-based. I want to lose 20 pounds. Identity-based. I am a healthy person. When you focus on identity, habits stick naturally because your actions reinforce the type of person you are becoming. Every action is a vote for your identity. Want to be fit? Do 1 push-up. Want to read more? Open a book. Tiny actions equals votes for the person you want to be. The plateau of latent potential. Another key idea: progress is often invisible at first. This is the plateau of latent potential. You may work hard for months with no noticeable results. That's normal. Small habits compound under the surface, and eventually, you'll experience a breakthrough. Example: planting bamboo seeds. For the first 4 years, nothing happens above ground. But in the 5th year, it shoots up 80 feet in just a few weeks. Your consistent effort was working quietly behind the scenes, just like your habits. Real-life examples. The British cycling team. They improved performance by 1% in multiple areas: bike design, nutrition, training, and eventually dominated the sport. British Airways ground staff. Small improvements in maintenance processes save millions over years. Personal habits. Making your bed every morning may seem trivial, but it's a tiny win that sets the tone for the day. Actionable step for you today. Here's what I want you to do. Pick 1 tiny habit to start today. Not huge. Just 1 small thing. Examples: drink a glass of water first thing in the morning. Do 5 push-ups before breakfast. Read 1 page of a book every night. Track it, make it visible, and commit for 7 days straight. Small wins lead to bigger wins. The takeaway. If there's one thing you remember from Part 1, small habits, compounded consistently, create massive results. Forget motivation. Forget willpower. Focus on tiny actions that align with your identity and let them grow over time. Smash that like button if you're ready to start your atomic habit journey. Subscribe for more deep dives into life-changing books. And comment below what tiny habit you're starting today. I want to see your votes for your new identity. Atomic Habits, Part 2. The 4 Laws of Behavior Change. Before we get into the laws, we need to understand the habit loop, which is super simple but powerful. Every habit follows this sequence. Cue, the trigger that tells your brain to act. Example, seeing your coffee mug in the morning. Craving, the desire or motivation behind the action. Example, I want to feel awake. Response, the actual action you take. Example, brewing coffee. Reward, the payoff that satisfies the craving. Example, the energizing taste and caffeine kick. Your goal is to manipulate this loop to build good habits and break bad ones. Clear boiled this down into 4 simple laws. Law 1. Make it obvious. This law is all about cues. Your environment should clearly signal the behavior you want to perform. Humans are highly influenced by what they see. Practical examples. Want to read more? Leave a book on your pillow. Want to drink more water? Keep a water bottle on your desk. Want to floss? Put floss next to your toothbrush. This law is not just about adding cues, it's also about removing cues for bad habits. Pro tip: use implementation intentions. That's a fancy way of saying, I will, behavior at time and location. For example, after I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. Law 2. Make it attractive. Next up, we have craving. Habits stick when they're enjoyable. Clear calls this temptation bundling, which means pairing a habit you want to do with something you enjoy. Examples. Listen to your favorite podcast only while running. Eat dessert only after eating vegetables. Another trick, reframe your habits. Instead of thinking, I have to exercise, think, I get to exercise and feel energized. The brain loves pleasure. Make your habit the thing you want to do, not something you dread. Mini challenge. Take one habit you've been avoiding and find a way to make it attractive. Pair it with something fun. Comment below what you tried. Law 3. Make it easy. Now let's talk about response. Actually doing the habit. Humans naturally gravitate toward the path of least resistance. So if you make a habit easy to do, you'll do it more often. Examples. Want to eat healthy? Pre-cut veggies and fruits in the fridge. Want to journal? Keep your notebook on your desk and pen ready. Want to meditate? Start with 2 minutes instead of 20. Here's the key. Reduce friction for good habits. Increase friction for bad habits. Make unhealthy snacks harder to reach. Put your phone in another room to avoid scrolling. Pro tip: use the 2-minute rule. Any habit can be started in 2 minutes. Want to read more? Start with just 1 page. Want to write? Start with 1 sentence. Small wins snowball into bigger wins. Law 4. Make it satisfying. Finally, let's talk about reward. Your brain repeats behaviors that feel good. So make your habit immediately satisfying. Examples. Use a habit tracker and mark a big check every time you complete your habit. Give yourself small rewards for streaks, a cheat meal, a fun episode, or a mini celebration. Gamify your habits. Compete with friends or yourself. Why it works. Habits are reinforced by instant gratification, not long-term goals. You need to feel a small win now to motivate your brain to repeat the behavior. Breaking bad habits. Invert the 4 laws. You can also use the laws to break bad habits by flipping them. Make it invisible. Hide cues for bad behavior. Delete junk food or apps. Make it unattractive. Reframe habits in your mind. Scrolling social media steals my focus. Make it difficult. Add friction. Put junk food on the top shelf. Require extra steps. Make it unsatisfying. Add immediate consequences. Track bad habits and notice the negative impact. Real-life examples. Jerry Seinfeld's Don't Break the Chain. He wrote jokes daily, tracking streaks on a calendar. Seeing the chain grow motivated him to keep going. British cycling team. focused on tiny improvements in dozens of areas. Each 1% improvement combined to dominate cycling. Health habits. Leaving sneakers by the door and running playlist ready increased exercise adherence dramatically. Actionable steps for you. Here's your homework for the week. Identify one habit to start. Make it obvious. Leave cues in your environment. Make it attractive. Pair with something you enjoy. Make it easy. Use the 2-minute rule. Make it satisfying. Track progress and reward yourself. Do this consistently, and you'll see the habits stick faster than you think. Key takeaways. Habits follow the cue craving response reward loop. The 4 laws of behavior change help you design systems that stick. Breaking bad habits equals invert the laws. Small wins compound over time into life-changing results. Smash that like button if you found this useful, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below which habit you're starting today. Let's build this atomic habit community together. Atomic Habits, Part 3. Fundamentals of Atomic Habits and Identity. Identity-based habits, the core idea. Most people focus on goals like, I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to read 50 books this year. I want to save $10,000. But here's the catch. Goals are results, not identity. You might reach a goal and then revert back because your identity hasn't changed. Clear's big idea. Habits shape identity, and identity shapes habits. Instead of asking, what do I want to achieve? Ask, who do I want to become? Want to be fit? Identity. I am a healthy person. Want to be productive? Identity. I am someone who finishes what I start. Want to be a reader? Identity. I am a reader. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. Even tiny actions count. How to build identity-based habits. Decide the type of person you want to be. Prove it to yourself with small wins. Example. Goal. I want to run a marathon. Identity. I am a runner. Action. Put on running shoes and jog for 5 minutes. See how tiny actions reinforce identity. Over time, the identity becomes automatic. You don't force yourself. You naturally act like the person you want to be. The 2-step process of habit formation. Clear outlines it like this. Decide the person you want to be. Prove it with tiny, consistent actions. This is powerful because it shifts your mindset from outcome-based thinking to identity-based thinking. Instead of asking, how do I lose weight? Ask, what kind of person does this habit? The plateau of latent potential. Remember the bamboo story from part 1? This is critical. Progress is often invisible at first. You might feel like nothing is happening, but your efforts compound quietly under the surface. Example, you start meditating 5 minutes a day. The first few weeks you feel nothing. But after months, your stress decreases, focus improves, and your mindset changes. That's the plateau of latent potential. Habits compound like money. Atomic habits work exactly like compound interest in finance. Small improvements build up exponentially. Improve 1% daily, 37x better in a year. Improve 1% weekly, 1.01 52 is almost equal to 1.68x improvement in a year. Tiny habits build momentum over months and years. Pro tip: focus on consistency, not intensity. 1 push-up, 1 page, 1 minute, it adds up. Tracking and measurement. You can't improve what you don't measure. Clear recommends habit trackers. Cross off each day you complete the habit. Use apps, journals, or calendars. Visual progress gives instant satisfaction and builds momentum. Example, Jerry Seinfeld's Don't Break the Chain method, a simple calendar to track writing daily. Seeing the chain grow keeps motivation high. Environment shapes habits. Here's another key principle. Your environment influences your behavior more than willpower. Want to exercise? Keep sneakers by the door. Want to eat healthy? Put fruits in plain sight, hide junk food. Want to read more? Keep books on your pillow or desk. Pro tip: design your environment to nudge you toward good habits and away from bad ones. Small adjustments make huge differences. Examples of identity-based habits in real life. Weight loss. Instead of dieting, people who identify as healthy eaters naturally avoid junk food. Reading. People who call themselves readers pick up a book almost automatically. Fitness. Athletes don't rely on motivation. They simply live as runners, lifters, or swimmers. Actionable exercise for you. Right now, I want you to do this. Write down one identity you want to adopt. List one tiny habit that reinforces it. Commit to it for 7 days straight. Track your progress and notice how it starts shaping your behavior. Example: identity. I am a writer. Habit: write one sentence every day. Even tiny actions like this create identity shifts that compound over time. Key takeaways from Part 3. Focus on identity, not just goals. Small habits reinforce the type of person you want to be. Progress is often invisible at first. Trust the plateau of latent potential. Environment and tracking boost consistency. Tiny wins snowball into massive results. Smash that like button if you're ready to start shaping your identity, subscribe for more insights, and comment below the identity you're committing to this week. I'll be cheering for you. Atomic Habits, Part 4. Advanced Strategies, Systems, Environment, and Mastery. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with friends who want to level up their lives. Trust me, the strategies in this part are what separates the casual habit doers from the real winners. 1. Systems over goals. James Clear emphasizes that goals are good for setting direction, but systems are what create results. Goals equals outcomes, e.g., I want to run a marathon. Systems equals processes, e.g., I run 5 minutes every day. Here's the secret. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Example: a writer's goal. Write a book this year. The system: write 500 words daily. The daily system ensures progress. Even on days you don't feel motivated, the system carries you forward. 2. Environment design. Shape your success. Environment is everything. Clear calls it behavior by design. Your habits are a reflection of your environment, not your willpower. Practical tips. Want to eat healthier? Place fruits on the counter. Hide junk food. Want to exercise? Keep your gym bag in plain sight. Want to read? Leave books around the house where you spend the most time. Advanced hack. Surround yourself with people who have the habits you want. Social influence is incredibly powerful. Habits are contagious. If your friends read daily, you're more likely to read too. 3. Habit stacking. Pairing habits for success. One of the most powerful strategies is habit stacking, attaching a new habit to an existing one. Formula: after current habit, I will new habit. Examples: after I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. After I pour my morning coffee, I will write one sentence in my journal. After I put my kids to bed, I will meditate for 2 minutes. Why it works: your brain already knows the current habit. Adding a tiny habit after it makes adoption automatic. 4. The Goldilocks Rule. Motivation at peak levels. Here's a key insight. Humans perform best when tasks are just the right level of difficulty, not too hard, not too easy. Clear calls this the Goldilocks Rule. Examples: learning guitar. Pick songs slightly above your current skill. Fitness. Gradually increase weights or reps to stay challenged. Work tasks. Pick projects that stretch your skills without overwhelming you. The Goldilocks rule keeps your brain engaged and prevents boredom or burnout. 5. Breaking plateaus with reflection. Even advanced habits can plateau. The solution? Regular reflection and review. Weekly review. What habits worked this week? What habits didn't? How can I tweak my system for next week? Example: you've been exercising 3x a week, but progress stalls. Adjust your system. Maybe increase intensity slightly or add a morning walk. Small tweaks prevent stagnation. 6. Make habits immediate and rewarding. Immediate feedback reinforces habits. Clear stresses the importance of making habits satisfying right away. Examples: habit tracker. Crossing off daily actions gives visual satisfaction. Reward yourself for streaks, cheat meal, mini break, or episode of favorite show. Gamify habits. Compete with friends, set streak goals, or use apps to track progress. Why it works. The brain learns best from immediate rewards, not delayed gratification. Small rewards today lead to big results tomorrow. 7. Focus on identity, not outcomes. Even at advanced levels, the principle of identity-based habits holds. Every action is a vote for the person you want to become. Identity: I am a healthy eater. Action: choose vegetables for lunch. Streak builds identity reinforcement, habits become automatic. Tip: reinforce your identity with small wins daily. Over time, it's effortless because your behavior now aligns with who you are. 8. The role of reflection and continuous improvement. Advanced habit masters review their systems regularly. Think of it like business optimization for your personal life. Track metrics. Adjust friction. Optimize rewards. Reflect on identity alignment. This is how small adjustments compound into massive results over months and years. Real-life advanced examples. British cycling team improved every tiny detail, from bike ergonomics to nutrition, leading to world domination. Jerry Seinfeld built a joke-writing habit with a simple chain tracker. Health habits. People who make workouts and meal prep easy, environment, see results without relying on motivation. Actionable exercise for you. Pick one existing habit. Stack a new habit onto it. Make it easy to start, 2-minute rule. Make it rewarding immediately, habit tracker or small treat. Review progress weekly and tweak as needed. Comment below which habits you're stacking this week. I want to hear your progress. Key takeaways from Part 4. Focus on systems over goals. Environment shapes your behavior more than willpower. Habit stacking makes adoption automatic. The Goldilocks rule keeps motivation high. Reflection and tweaks prevent plateaus. Identity plus rewards equals habits that stick for life. Smash that like button if you're ready to take your habits to the next level, subscribe for more life-changing content, and share this video with friends so we can grow together. Atomic Habits, Part 5. Real-life applications and mindset shift. Before we dive in, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and share this video with friends who want to transform their life with habits. Let's go! 1. Small habits, big results, apply everywhere. Atomic habits aren't just for fitness or productivity. They apply to every area of your life. Health, start with 1 push-up, 1 glass of water, or 1 healthy meal. Over months, your body and energy transform. Finance, save $5 per day or invest $10 per month. Small steps grow into huge wealth over time. Relationships, send 1 text to a friend, compliment a colleague, or spend 5 focused minutes with family. Tiny actions strengthen bonds. Learning, read 1 page a day or learn 1 new word. Over time, your knowledge compounds massively. Remember, it's not about dramatic changes. Tiny consistent actions are the secret sauce to life transformation. 2. Focus on systems, not motivation. Motivation comes and goes. That's why relying on it is dangerous. Instead, build systems that make habits automatic. Design your environment for success. Use the 2-minute rule to overcome resistance. Example, you want to wake up early. Instead of relying on motivation, place your alarm across the room, prepare clothes the night before, and commit to one small action, like drinking water immediately after getting up. Small systems equals automatic habits. 3. Compound growth in action. Let's visualize habit compounding like money. Improve 1% daily 37x better in a year. Improve 1% weekly 1.68x better in a year. Example, a person reading just 10 pages a day ends the year with over 3,500 pages read. That's roughly 12 to 15 books. Imagine the knowledge, skills, and opportunities created from such a simple daily habit. Pro tip, track progress visually. Seeing results reinforces identity and motivates you to continue. 4. Overcoming setbacks. Habits aren't perfect. You'll miss days. That's normal. Clear's key advice. Never miss twice. A missed day is fine. 2 in a row creates momentum loss. Focus on returning immediately. Avoid perfectionism. Consistency beats intensity every time. Example, you skip a workout one day. Don't feel guilty. Do your small habit the next day and keep the streak alive. 5. Identity and mindset shifts. Your habits are reflections of your identity. Change your actions, and your mindset shifts automatically. Want to be productive? Start with one tiny productivity habit. Identity. I am a productive person. Want to be fit? Start small. Identity. I am someone who takes care of my body. Want to be a learner? Read 1 page daily. Identity. I am a lifelong learner. The mindset shift. Focus on who you are becoming, not what you achieve. Every action reinforces your identity. 6. Real-life stories for inspiration. James Clear himself improved his recovery from a serious injury using small, consistent habits over years. Athletes, they focus on tiny details, diet, training, recovery, every day. It compounds into world-class performance. Writers and creators, daily writing, journaling, and content creation leads to mastery over time, even if daily output seems small. The takeaway? Tiny habits compound in all areas of life. Consistency beats intensity. 7. Actionable daily routine. Here's a practical routine to implement atomic habits. Morning. Drink water immediately. Do a 2-minute stretch or push-up habit. Read 1 page or listen to a podcast. Workday. Use habit stacking, e.g., after checking emails, write 1 task down. Take micro breaks for movement or meditation. Evening. Reflect on your day, wins and tweaks. Track habits, calendar app journal. Prepare environment for tomorrow, clothes, water, books ready. Even small adherence to this system leads to massive compounding results. 8. Summary of key principles. Tiny habits compound. Small daily actions create huge long-term results. Identity over outcomes. Focus on who you want to become. Environment matters. Shape it for success. Remove friction for good habits. 2-minute rule. Make habits easy to start. Habit stacking. Pair new habits with existing routines. Immediate rewards. Reinforce habits with satisfaction today. Reflection and tweaks. Regularly review and optimize your systems. Never miss twice. Consistency perfection. Your 5-step action plan. Pick one identity you want to adopt. Choose one tiny habit that reinforces it. Stack it on an existing habit. Make it easy, rewarding, and trackable. Reflect weekly, adjust, and never miss twice. Do this consistently, and you'll be unstoppable in building habits that last a lifetime. Smash that like button if you're ready to commit to your atomic habit journey, subscribe for more life-changing content, and comment below the habit you're starting today. Let's grow together as a community of habit masters.